Hi, welcome to a new video, and in this one we're back with Automobilista 2, and we're taking a look at the April release candidate. So this is kind of a beta of the upcoming update that you can download on Steam if you want. You don't have to, and you can roll back to it, so it's entirely optional, but what it does is it allows us to get a sneak peek at what's coming in the next update, with the proviso that, it might still have some bugs and issues alongside it. So what does this update bring us? Well, quite a bit, in all honesty. There's a lot of graphical tweaks for vehicles, particularly driver animations and things like that. There's a lot of graphical tweaks and updates to tracks, and I will leave a link to the release candidate details down below so you can go and check all of these out. There's been a few tweaks around the UI and the HUD as well, but the main thing I think most people are eager for is the new content that's come with this particular release. So what we've effectively got here is two new cars. So we have the latest iteration of the Brazilian Stock Car Pro Series, so this is for the 2022 season, so that's continuing Reiza's long relationship with the Brazilian Stock Car Series. And we've also had Formula Ultimate Gen 2 added. So this is effectively Reiza and Automobilista 2's take on the 2022 Formula 1 car, and you can see that from the looks of it. It is the current generation Formula 1 car in all but name. We also get one new track added here, which is the Galeão Airport Temporary Racetrack, and I'll come back to talk about that and the stock car in a little bit, but I want to talk first of all about the new Formula Ultimate Gen 2 car that we've got, because what's been added alongside this is the ability to map the energy recovery system on there, and you can basically map it and set it up so that there are effectively 5 deployment modes. So off, no deployment at all; build, so prioritise charging; balanced, so it's a balance between charging and usage; attack, so useful for attacking a car; and quali, which is basically almost no harvesting, full power deployment for those qualifying sessions. And it adds a new element of both setup and use while you're in the car. Obviously you've got DRS, and the DRS zones are mapped across the relevant tracks as well, and you can see here using it in Monza. Works extremely well. It's a really nice car to drive too, particularly in VR, because despite having a quite frankly ridiculous amount of power in there, the tweaks to the force feedback and the tire model in particular for the Formula Ultimate really do make quite a bit of a difference. So it's a really nice car to drive, really enjoyable, ludicrously quick, large amounts of grip, and yeah, just good fun to race with. I'm not 100% convinced that the AI is up to speed. As you can see from this quick 3-lap race I did, we had one car rabbit right off into the front, and then basically a lot of other cars well behind me that struggled to catch up and raced with themselves, and then really just one car that challenged me. So it's not the AI that we're used to from AMS2, but I'm going to for the moment put that down to it being a beta candidate, and we can look at that in more detail when the full release comes. But yeah, the AI is not brilliant with these at the present moment. While I've not raced in the Brazilian stock car, the new 2022 version, I did take the Corolla out for a run around the new track. Now the new track, when you look at its track layout, is deceptively simple, but because it's an airport based track and a temporary one at that, you've got very little reference points as you go around there. Basically you've got the corner meter marker boards, and that's pretty much it, apart from some cones, which makes it a far more challenging circuit to get to grips with than just looking at a map of its layout would make you think. So It'll be a good one for slower cars. It's really not going to be suitable for anything much quicker than the Brazilian stock cars, in all honesty, because the straights are very short, with it being what I think it's a shade under 2 mile in total length anyway. But it is quite an interesting track. I do need to go back and do some races on it, but overall this release candidate, I'm enjoying it. There's a lot to like in here. It's, you know, slowly but surely tweaking the physics and the force feedback for AMS2, and it's all heading in the right direction. The updated Brazilian stock car's good, and the Formula Ultimate is, in my view, really enjoyable and a really strong addition to the title. I can't wait until some people put some mods together for the skins so that we can get some of this year's F1 liveries on there. That will really add to it, in my view. So yeah, that's the April release candidate for Automobilista 2. If you found this video useful, please do hit the like button, and if you want to see more content of this nature, please do subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to be notified when new content gets uploaded. Thanks very much. Take care. Bye.